Welcome. This is the fifth video of the percentage notes, and we're going to talk about common mistakes with percentages in this video. And the example we're going to work with will show that percents are not additive. See what that means? Let's just go to the example. So suppose you are teaching at the YMCA and you're making $20 an hour. Budget cuts are going to make you get a pay cut of 7%. But your manager promises you'll have a 7% raise when times are good again. Question is, does that make up for the pay cut? So we're going to answer what your hourly rate is after the cut and after the raise. The rate you'll be paid at after the cut is $20 minus $20 times 0.07. I don't need the parentheses here in terms of order of operations, but it will help us kind of see it. So we're going to subtract off how much money you're going to lose. So we need to know how much that 7% of 20 is. This number right here, this represents 7% of $20. Let's bring our calculator in. 20 times 0.07 is $1.40. So you'll be making $18.60. With the 7% raise, off of $18.60, you'll make $18.60, your base rate, plus whatever 7% of $18.60 is. There's another zero there. Let's bring that calculator back. $18.60 times 0.07 will be, so you'll have your $18.60 and you're adding to that $1.30. We're going to round there. $19.90 per hour. That's less. So the raise didn't make up for the cut. So maybe ask yourself, would the same thing have happened if you'd gotten the raise first? All right. And the second question here is, suppose your rent is $650 right now. If it increases by 2% every year, how much is it going to be after 10 years? And the thing we should expect is for it to not be just a 20% increase in. We can't expect just a 20% increase. And why would we expect why would might that be what we would think it could be, is because we're thinking oh, is this 2% times 10? Because percents are an additive. So how are we going to do this? Because we don't want to just, we do want to find some kind of shortcut. So we don't want to just keep adding 2% to a new amount each year, because it's going to take too much time. So instead we want to kind of exploit some common mathematical notation that our calculators will be able to handle easily. So note that an increase of 20%. I mean, of 2%. Can be written as 650 times 650 times, oops, this is plus, 650 plus 650 times 0.02. But we can write that as 650 times 1 plus 0.02. This is factoring out the 650 from both expressions. Which just equals 650 times 1.02. The next increase of 2% is again just multiplying by 1.02. So 10 increases of 2% looks like 650 times 1.02, and then that is how much money you have to pay in rent after one 2% increase. If you multiply by 1.02 again, that's how much you'd have to pay after two 2% increases. And we're just going to have a bunch of times 1.02s. We know exactly how many of them are going to be because we're going to increase 10 times. And then there's just notation for repeated multiplication. That's what exponents are. So this is 650 times 1.02 all to the 10th power. So that 10 up there is representing exactly how many times we had to increase the rent. So let's just actually calculate that. Oops. 650 times 1.02 to the 10th power. This will be $792.35. And note, this is 792.35 over 650. We're going to calculate the percent increase that this actually amounts to. Equals 1.29219. And so this number we just calculated is the multiplier that you need to multiply 650 by to get 792.35. This is, which represents, and if you subtract off the 1, you get the percent increase, which represents a 21.9% increase. So we saw that increasing by 2% 10 times in a row resulted in something that was almost a 22% increase. Alright, see you in the next video.